in 2025, this is kind of how most guys feel. A lot of guys are kind of familiar with this concept. So obviously, we got Chad here. He's got two girls here. He's got these other two girls. Now I've lived enough life where I've been here and I've been here. And I just want to help other guys get out of this kind of hopeless feeling situation where they feel like if you feel like you're never gonna be able to get a decent relationship or get attractive women, whatever it is you're trying to do. And we're gonna talk about the male kind of mindset around dating real quick. We're gonna just get at that so everyone's on the same page here. So we've kind of got this concept of a rating system us guys have. When we see a girl, we can instantly know, am I attracted to her or not? Is she a 10? Is she a 6? Is she a 4? We know how to rate girls. We know how to tell just based off looks, are we attracted to her or not? And of course, we're going to look at our own attractiveness and think, okay, where do I sit on, the 1 through 10 scale? Maybe you rate yourself, you're a 4, or you're an 8, or you're a 10. So, us guys, we usually do this rating system just based off looks. And, maybe when we're younger, we don't really understand how dating works. We think, okay, well, just by logic, the 10 is going to date with the other 10, right? They're going to date. The 8, matches up with the other 8. Okay, so they're dating and just go down the line. And nice and easy. Everyone gets to date someone, No one's no one's left out. Everyone gets according to what they themselves look, It's all everything is fair in the world. Yeah, sorry to break it to you. That's not how the game works. And the reason that's not how the game works is because women don't think like this. Women don't base their attraction to men purely off looks. Even though we have this idea that, everyone dates their own level, you cannot deny that every man here, each of these guys, would want to sleep with these girls up here. Every single guy wants these girls. And every single guy, would still take the 6 if they're desperate enough. So let's just not lie to ourselves, okay? That's how we think. So yeah, that's how we think it should happen. But that's not actually what happens. So here's what actually happens. So she's gonna go here. And then she's gonna go here. And then nope, she's gonna go here. And then yeah, I think that's about it. That's about right. Yeah, so it's like kind of messed up. I think my arrows just kind of wanted to go this way. I tried to draw them straight, but you know. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, so what happened is that all of these girls found this fella attractive. And so of course they're going to go and try and get with this man. And 10 and 8 think they can get a relationship with him. 6 is like, I'm gonna try, but he's really hot, so I'm gonna at the very least try and sleep with him. But 6 over here is thinking I probably can't get a relationship with 10 because he's got you know girl 8 and girl 10 over here. So you know she's thinking, all right, well, if I struggle with 10 here, I can always go to 8 here and just settle for a relationship with 8. He's decent. He's attractive. I'll take it. But what you will never see happen is this. Nope. This is not gonna happen. Cause the women always want to date up. That's what's happening there. Oh, and you know what else? 4 and 2, they're not even really attracted to 6. So they might have a relationship with him, but they would never like have a one night stand with him, really. Um and also they know what they look like, although they'll lie to themselves about it. But in their heart of hearts, they know they can't ever get, up here with 8 or 10. And honestly, they'd rather just be with themselves than actually be with anyone down here. This may happen. I've seen this happen. Relationship, obviously, but never one night stand. That's not. They're not attracted to him. Which leads us back to this image. Right. Now that you've accepted reality, okay, we're back in 2025. We're back in reality where Chad is taking all the women. He can do what he wants. He can have a relationship if he wants, or if he doesn't really care, he'll just sleep with his options, whatever, and he'll go about his life. Now you're over here, Mr. Average Man, very confused. What have I done so wrong? And then you have an idea. You see Chad, okay? And you with your man eyes who is rating these women 10, 8, 6 based off of their looks, and then you see his looks, okay, and you think, ooh, ooh, what if I looked like Chad? Okay? Yeah, exactly. What if I looked like Chad? What does Chad have that I don't have? Oh, he has a haircut. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, he has muscles. He has muscles. Ooh, okay, okay, I get it now. I'm gonna get myself a haircut and go to the gym and get muscles. Yes, and then I will be a Chad. All right. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking. Back in like high school, early college, whatever. So here we are. Yes. Okay. This is Chad. Still doing his Chad stuff. And then this is Average Man. This is you. Okay, I'm not gonna type you. This is Average Man. Okay. All right. You saw Chad. You saw his haircut. You saw his muscles. You said, okay, I'm gonna get the same haircut and the same muscles, which means, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, okay. Chad has girls. Girls too. Okay, I have girls too. Boom. That must be it. It's the haircut and the muscles. And then you come back to reality. And that reality is that Chad still has these girls. And in that time that you're busy getting that haircut and those muscles, he actually has more girls. Yep, that's right. He has more girls over here. And he's still, just chilling, worried about himself. Okay. And let me tell you why this is the case, okay? Also, there's a lot of people I know who are this guy right here, this guy who went through all the effort of building muscles in the gym, getting that fade haircut, whatever. And you probably know a lot of guys who just like became gym bros, they're in there lifting the weights, optimizing the workouts, whatever. They're eating protein, they're weighing their protein with their protein shake and all that. Okay, and he actually it took him discipline, right? Took him discipline, a lot of effort. That's a strong man, right? So why do the girls not really care about him? Okay, I'll tell you why. Because it's not just about looks. Women do not see men the way we see, okay? They have different eyeballs. You see this? See how she has pink eyeballs? And what do you have? Mr. Average Man. Look, you see? You have blue eyeballs. And what does that mean? We have different lenses of how we view each other. Men perceive people a certain way, and women perceive people another way. And you have to always remember they are two different lenses. So in order to answer the question, why is she not attracted to you? You have to answer the question, what does she actually perceive about you? And what does she perceive about Chad? Beyond just the looks. Okay, so now we get to answer the question, what does she perceive about you? And I'm going to erase these real quick. Actually, I'm going to leave it for now. Okay. What she knows about you. See, if she doesn't know anything about you, she can't be attracted to you. But there are three critical pieces of information that she knows about you, which is stopping her from being attracted to you. So let's talk about that. Number one, of course, looks. I think most men already think this way, but they think that's all there is. So what's beyond that? Okay, two, maybe a little bit more well known. If you've been, dating enough, you have a little bit of knowledge. Is social status. Okay, social status is not something you can see on a person, but you know what? You can see social status based on who a person interacts with. How many people interact with that person, with you? Are they popular? Are they a popular person? Are you a popular person? Do people even like you? Do guys even like talking to you? All these things you can see about a person and you can observe just as a third party, you know. If you're at school, you don't need to interact with everyone to know who the popular kids are. Everyone knows who they are. And if you're being real honest with yourself, the people who get popular are usually the most likable people and they're the most social. One or the other. Okay, so that's number 2. Women can perceive looks and they can perceive social status. Okay, and the third thing is a little bit more abstract and a little bit more deep. And that is your behavior. Now, behavior takes a little bit of time for her to get a sense of. It takes her a little bit of time to be around you to get a sense of your behavior, what kind of guy you are. Are you a guy who easily simps over women who are, decently pretty? Or are you an easy guy to impress? Or are you a guy who, you're just kind of aloof, you're just kind of doing your own thing. You don't really care what's going on with everyone else. But you're a social guy, you're a really likable guy. But you're always in your own world, See, that's behavior. And so, with these 3 pieces of information, looks, social status, behavior, she will be able to determine, are you a Chad or are you an average man? And depending on these 3 things, she will categorize you either here or over here. And hey man, that's as simple as it gets pretty much. I wish I got this information when I was younger, honestly, but everyone runs at their own pace, and you get there when you get there. Just don't give up. Okay, and then back to the question, why is she not attracted to you? Well, it's because, for one, your looks. Maybe you have average looks. You got fat on your belly or you're skinny. You look more like a boy than a man. And that kind of puts you over here. You look more like this than like a bad boy or a Chad. Or yeah. Bad boy or Chad. Your looks so far categorize you over here. So that's minus points for you. And then number 2, social status. Are you a popular guy? Are you a likable guy? You have a lot of guy friends around you, even. And not only the quantity, but who are your guy friends? Are your guy friends also average? Average men? Are your friends nerds? Right? Are they nerds? If you're in a friend group and there's 4 nerds besides you, she thinks you're the she thinks you're the 5th one, okay? I mean, obviously. So yeah. Who do you interact with? Are your friends even cool? Are you cool? Stuff like that. And if you're thinking like, oh my god, it's just people acting like it's high school still, like, grow up. And I'm telling you, like, this is not just high school, man. This is just Mother Nature. This is just psychology. And women don't even consciously women don't even consciously think about these things. Just like how you don't have to consciously think whether a woman can don't have to consciously think whether you're attracted to a woman or not. You can just see she's hot, right? You can just see she's pretty, okay? Takes half a second for a guy to make up his mind about that. So, I'm telling you, she's not consciously thinking about these things. She's not trying to make you feel bad. She just her female biology is categorizing you, not her. Okay, so don't once you watch this video, once you're done watching the video, don't go out and be mad at the women, okay? Not their fault, it's just biology. Alright. And lastly, behavior. Are you acting like an average man or are you acting like a Chad? And acting like a Chad, guys, does not mean like this whole macho, like I'm so big and bad, and no, that's not what Chad means. Chad means basically you don't care whether you end up with her or get some kind of outcome with her or not. You're just talking to her because you like to talk to people. And it doesn't really matter if the conversation even goes anywhere. You're just like, whatever. Right, you're just kind of oblivious. You don't really care. And here is the word you need to remember. When you think Chad, always think this word. Always think this word when you hear Chad. The word is nonchalant. Nonchalant. That is the word. He could care less if his mother died, right? He doesn't care about anything. That's the attitude of the Chad. And that's what you need to have, honestly. And just like in life in general, having this nonchalant attitude, there's a reason it's the Chad behavior. It's because that's what Mother Nature wants out of the guy. It's the stronger trait, being nonchalant. Being nonchalant in business makes you less desperate, makes you seem less desperate for for getting the sale, and it makes you appear stronger. When you're making friends, being nonchalant, rather than being this whole FOMO, I don't want to miss out, needy, it's a nonchalant is a stronger posturing of your social self, pretty much. So just keep these big three in mind. I hope this answered your question of why women are not attracted to you. A lot of gym bros are stuck here and wondering why they're not getting anywhere. Fellas, it is not just about looks for women. They want the strongest guy on all levels. Okay? On all levels. Especially these lower levels, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah, focus on these. But remember, do it for your own enjoyment of life, okay? It's for your own benefit. With that said, I hope this video helped. And, yeah, beat it.